tearing into this, not even talking about it. This is actually a collaboration rice ball. I think I saw a couple more of them too, maybe at different family marts, with a place called Bongo or Bongo. That's somewhere on the Yamanote line. I can't remember, but this is pretty darn good. I don't know if I'll have enough time to make it back over that way to hit up the actual shop. It's been on my list for years, but so is like a billion other things. But a decent little way to start the day. Found another Shonan cookie machine. There's one near my buddy Kimi's place in Atsuki, but I guess this is something that shows up probably throughout parts of Kanagawa Prefecture. Yeah, I bought some cookies. Let's go. Hello, and welcome to Enoshima as I just kind of point the camera to myself. I'll flip it back around here in a moment. Thankfully, the weather decided it wanted to cooperate. There's a van coming my way. So I am going to make my way up the street here and head up to the sea candle for the first time. I am gonna record this at a slightly different frame rate than I have been, just to reduce the light flickering, because I do notice it around here and other spots, and that's just kind of differences between electricity and shit. But let's flip it around and take a walk up the hill. I'm sure I will be looking for a snack here as I head up, but not super hungry at the moment. I have some water. The biggest issue is just going to be getting up the hill. It's actually not too bad, I feel like, as far as it being busy. Like, this place is usually pretty busy in general, but thankfully it's the day after the holiday. We're all good. How many of these places are actually, open? That's a completely different question. Let's take my time and get myself up there. We gotta, I don't know, it's like 15 minutes walk to get from down where we were at, the bus lets off, and to get up to the sea candle. So, ooh. Oh yeah, I think I've seen these before. Denim mon. Not quite the color of denim, but what a weird idea. I like it though. Actually, I'm trying to figure out now. So I gotta go up that way. I'm right here. I think I can go up. There's just a small set of stairs. And I don't have to go into the rest of it because it looks like the rest leads to caves, which I may or may not go into. Or kind of just in the wrong direction. Yeah, here we go. Because this leads up into the shrine, but it looks like this pathway takes us up and in the direction we need to go in. So, except this is a rather kind of steep little hill. Better than stairs, I suppose. It's still probably going to wreck my knees in the long run. Well, one thing I need to remember. This looks like a normal pathway. We have mirrors though. That means this is a road. So if we randomly run into cars or anything else, I should not act surprised. Here I was thinking I was getting lost, but I think I'm on the right track. All right. I have made it up to the garden leading to the sea candle. It seems like sometimes this garden is maybe requiring an admission. To get up to the observation level of the sea candle, you definitely need one. So I already bought that going in, but at least around here you don't have to worry about it too much. Probably shouldn't go that way. Looks like folks are working. Yeah, it's blocked off anyways. Palm trees. I don't see those too much, at least out here, but we are near the beach in the water. Okay. Wow, yeah, they're doing they must be setting up for like a theme event. This doesn't look like, trash from people just leaving stuff behind. At least I hope not. Oh, here we go. It's not super tall, but considering we're already up on an elevated section of this island, that should give us a pretty good surrounding view. It's a relatively clear day. Unfortunately, not clear enough to see Fuji off in the distance. Any of those clouds way off in the horizon, that's pretty much blocking our view. It's kind of par for the course. I feel like Fuji likes to hide a lot until they decide they're ready to make their grand appearance. All right, let's head up top. So I pulled a brain-headed move before I left this spot down here. I'm actually down from the sea candle back where I started. I had to pull out my gimbal, and I left the bag. Like, I have the gimbal and everything else I need with it, but I left the bag I put it in, plus the handle that goes in there. However, since we're in Japan, someone took it off the bench over here and tied it up around the bush. If I can get it over here. Actually tied up pretty good. Yeah, I figured it probably was just gonna still be here, but someone literally put it off to the side. I think it's covered in cobwebs a little bit, but you know what? The fact that I didn't lose it is kind of amazing, because anywhere else, this would be gone. So note to anybody out there, just don't leave shit behind. I mean, here you might get lucky, and I clearly did, but yeah, don't pull a me. Just make sure you have all your stuff before you leave. Yes, I had to come back and try the denim bun, so looks like a regular steam bun just with that crazy blue coloring. Let's give it a whirl. Yeah, pork and onions and other vegetables. Not too shabby. It's 400 yen, which I'd say for, you know, kind of a touristy thing. Makes sense. You can usually get them for cheaper, but a neat thing to try. You're not going to find a blue meat bun every day. And when something calls themselves Super Soda Soft Cream, I'm going to have to try it out. Although it's mixed with Hokkaido milk soft cream as well. I'm going to have to try it from the top I didn't get a cone. I opted for a spoon because I just don't need the extra calories. Let's give it a whirl. Yeah, well, hopefully I can get that off the top there. I feel like I mostly get the whole kind of milk. Oh, there's a soda at the end. I don't know where I can put this real quick to like actually try it and not drop my phone. I'm gonna have to take a seat for a moment and precariously set that down, but let's try the blue. Super good. Tastes still mostly like a soft cream base. So, I mean, 500 yen, you get a pretty good serving. So, I'm still gonna finish it. Obviously, it's soft cream and it's a little warm today. Might as well. Actually, I might have been too hard on that soft cream. As I got to different bites of the soda flavor, which, by the way, soda flavor here, if you're not sure, is usually like ramune. Like it's kind of a lemon lime type deal, as opposed to like what we would think soda. Like I think the first thing we think of with soda is probably cola, and cola is definitely a flavor here. It's just, a separate flavor. But some of the other bites, yeah, were actually really nice. I think both flavors were good. I don't know if they were maybe the best together. I think in retrospect, I would have just gotten the soda flavor by itself, but still neat to try. I think I'm gonna head out of here though. Now that I've had a snack and another snack, I'm gonna try to make my way up to Kamakura from here and have some lunch, or late lunch, at a spot that, if I can get the right seat, will have a pretty neat view. Now that's a good face. Well, I got down to the restaurant, and I mean, you can see it in the previous shot there a little bit as I was catching the train crossings. It was pretty quiet. I waited a teeny bit for someone to pop out because there was a takeout window, and then there was also, a spot where you could wait for someone to come help you. What I noticed though was that nobody was sitting outside, and the seating area, like right close to the tracks there, was kind of not tarped off. It's got one of those little dividers that you can stretch out from the poles. You know what I'm talking about. So the fact that nobody was sitting outside, the outside seating was, the outside seating was, not really accessible. I was just kind of like, all right. And I forgot that most of their menu was Italian. I'm not really feeling Italian food right now. So I'm right around Kamakura Station, and this is where I need to get back onto from here. It was the Yokosuka line, I think. I can take something from here. This will take me all the way back up to Yokohama Station, and then I can connect back to Minato Mirai and get back to the apartment. So I don't know. I'll figure something else out, as I have been doing pretty much the entire time I've been here. This might be the most vintage looking Lawson I've ever seen, so that's pretty rad. Gotta like that. When I'm spoiled for choice and can't decide on what to get, at least I know Konbini has my back. God, I've had a lot of meals from Konbini this time around. For lunch, I have a juicy beef menchikatsu burger with sauce and spicy mayonnaise, and then some chicken breast, some fried chicken breast there. I think that was ume shiso flavored, I believe. And I'm gonna have one more thing with that is a blast from the past. I swear, I don't think I've seen Micro Magic stuff in the States in a long time, but I'll be damned. I found a box of French fries, Micro Magic French fries, so I might as well eat those. Dinner will be a mini hiyashi chuka, or cold Chinese noodles. They had a bigger size that was a little bit more money, but we'll see how hungry I am later. And then for tomorrow, this little apple cake. I forgot to get coffee, but I gotta go out tomorrow anyways, so I'll just grab a coffee while I am out and about. But that's gonna be food for pretty much the rest of the day and into tomorrow, so we'll end things here. I'll get this vlog together, have some food, and I will see you all next time. Have a good one.